It's Week 18 of the NFL. And we'll see Chris Godwin. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season thus far. It's the Bucs and the Saints, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And his first look is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep. Room here to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 32-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They will run for the first time here with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And his throw is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. 1st down, Murray. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So, wow, he scrambles right, throws across his body all the way back to the left, but it worked out.
Wouldn't you just love to hear the thought process of the offensive coordinators that play unfolded? And I think a lot of it was, no. Nice throw, my man. Nice throw.
I'd also like to hear the quarterback what's going on in his head as that ball leaves his hand.
Oh, please let it get there, because otherwise I'm in big trouble.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. The Buccaneers had 9-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. On 2nd down, here's the option. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Tannehill. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. White again. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 18-yard line. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tannehill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ryan Tannehill scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray getting this into the hands of his tight end, Zach Davidson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Kamara up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Murray now to throw. And Thomas has it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
11 more on that one and another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Murray now. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Tannehill on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's White.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They snap it to Tannehill. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And Cade Otton capped things off for the touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Got an open man. It's Olave. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Murray now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davidson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the 16, Murray. Complete over the middle to Hardy. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. On 2nd and goal, Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Andrews from a yard out. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On 1st down, Tannehill pushes him over. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down, Murray. Open man is Davidson, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Travis Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center of the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And this one is incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They start the drive with White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Read option. This is White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill. That's taken in by Duvernay. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They give to White on the option. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Read option. This is White.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Tannehill. Dumps it off to Fournette. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This one taken in by Olave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Off play action, Tannehill. Open man is Duvernay. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To the air again, Tannehill. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Murray going to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Murray now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed,
Snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
First down, here's White. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they run the option on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Opting to run again here with White. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Tannehill on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And this one's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Slant pass complete to Olave. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Saints on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Tryon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Looking long for Thomas. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Davidson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On third down, a run from White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Murray now on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Complete over the middle to Hardy.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now Murray again. McDonald makes the catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 15 yards on the play, first down. Here's Murray.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Dancing to his left.
Down inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Throwing now is Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Back to throw, Murray.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They give to White on the option. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They stay on the ground with White. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
Hey, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bucs,
they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Saints,
this loss will be the capper to what will be a disappointing 5-12 campaign.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.